Hello, I hope you're having a good day. It's me, Chesh, also known as the Cuddly Kobold. Today I'm doing a voiceover because I can't really speak and do something at the same time. It's very inconvenient, but I cannot continue thoughts and do something at the same time. So I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about why I love quilting the most out of the hobbies that I have currently. First of all, I was influenced. I'm not ashamed to say it. I was very influenced. I was scrolling on TikTok, as you do, and a person called the Quilting Doctor comes on my feed. I have a lot of crafting stuff on my TikTok curated because I have a lot of hobbies. I'll talk about that a little later. But the Quilting Doctor comes on and he's working on this, what I came to know as an English paper piecing quilt. I saw it and I was like, oh man, that looks so fun to hand sew. I would really like to do that. But I kind of pushed it aside at the time because I was doing a lot of other things and quilting's a little expensive to get into. I don't think the Quilting Doctor's doing videos anymore. I think his last video was a year ago. But I also started watching The Last Homely House. She's really awesome. I just started watching her, so I'm not entirely sure her real name because I forget names real easy. But I also started watching her, and she has an English paper piecing quilt. I think 2 or 3 of them that she's doing. And so I started just collecting videos on YouTube of it, and finally I was like, you know what? This is turning into an obsession. I need to just do it. So I decided that I didn't want to cut out 1,000 hexagon pieces. So I thought at first that I would order some pre-cut ones. But, I would need a lot of them, and I didn't want to continuously order just paper, So I decided to go ahead and get a hexagon cutter, which only comes in like 2 sizes. So if I want to do a bigger size, I'll have to hand cut it. But I think that 2 inches is the perfect size for me. Comes in a little bit smaller, I think 1.7 inches it comes in. But they're never exactly 2 inches. It's like just below 2 inches because it's a hexagon. It's not going to be exactly 2 inches. But, yeah. And I decided I'm just being really lazy. I could save a lot of money by doing this myself. But I decided to buy pre-cut fabric that was a little bigger. So I found mini charm packs on the Fat Quarter shop. And they were like the perfect size. They're a little over 2. They're like 2.5. And they're just the perfect size to wrap around these 2-inch hexagons. So I just ordered them. I didn't order enough. I only bought 4 packs of them. And each pack has 42 fabric pieces in it. And I calculate I'll need over 100 of them. I forget how much I calculated that I'll need. I guess I could look that up. Just me looking up stuff randomly. Yeah, I need 168. So, yeah. What I plan to do is actually make these flowers, which are 7 hexagons sewn together into a flower shape. Sew those together and then sew them on a square. This, and then quilt as I go the square. This is to avoid the weird edges that hexagon quilts get that you have to maneuver around. And 2, to avoid quilting an entire quilt on its own. So quilt as you go is you take small pieces of a quilt and then you entirely quilt it, like you baste it, you quilt it by hand, then you sew the borders on, and then you have a mini quilt, and then you do that, and then you sew the mini quilts together for a full-size quilt. I think for my first quilt, this will be much more manageable for me, personally. Just so I can, because I don't have a sewing machine. I mean, I do, it's not in the house. And I'm not entirely interested in using the sewing machine for this quilt. I kind of want to quilt it all by hand. But I don't want to take on a beast-sized quilt all by myself. So, yeah, I think I'll do that. Anyway, back on track. Um, Reason 2 is once upon a time I enjoyed knitting and crochet. And once upon a time was last month. But I also suffer from extreme joint pain, specifically in my arms and wrists and knees and ankles. Yes, I know I'm young in age, but I have the body and soul of a 70-year-old. I went through cancer and am still on cancer medicine, and it really makes everything hurt. So anytime I knit or crochet, I could only do it for a few minutes at a time, and then I'd literally be aching so bad I want to cry. But I found that I can sew longer and not hurt as bad as crocheting and knitting. I guess it's different motions on your hands, but I'm really enjoying sewing more than I am knitting and crocheting. And I like the feel of quilts better than crocheted blankets, because no matter what you do, yarn is always kind of scratchy, you know? And I'm just enjoying the feel and texture of fabric better. I use cotton fabric, so it's really neat. I also cross stitch, and that also doesn't hurt as much, but I'm not really going to talk about that today. That's for another post, I guess. But yeah. Reason number 3. It's just what I'm really into right now. So I have ADHD and am bipolar. So I take spells where I get way into something and I have an unquenchable urge to do that thing. And I have to do it before depression sets in and I want to do nothing but stare into the abyss. It's really difficult because I'll be really into something for a long time and I'll keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And then I'll take spells where I don't want to do anything for months at a time. It's really a problem. I don't know if it's the ADHD or the bipolar. I don't take medicine for ADHD, so that may be where it's coming from. I'm supposed to start taking medicine on it. I have a heart problem, and they're really afraid to try medicine on me. So, we'll see how that goes. But I think having something I'm working towards really helps. Like I'm working towards a big quilt that I can use. So I'm hoping that I keep up with it and the want to finish this and feel the satisfaction of feeling it. But I'm already like, oh my god, what have I done? I've got like 84 more hexagons to go, and that's not even the amount that I need in total. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I really love my old lady hobbies. And I love sharing them with people, which is why I started this YouTube. Although my YouTube account is more art than it is anything else right now. But I've just found the quilting community to be really accepting and showing a lot of love. So yeah, I hope you really like this video. And if you do, subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great day, evening / night. See ya!